Are you ready to embark on an exciting journey? Have you ever imagined diving into the diverse splendor and rich culture of Australia? Picture the scene. You're standing in front of the architectural wonder of the Sydney Opera House, its sails gleaming under the sunlight. Visualize immersing yourself into the vibrant underwater realm of the Great Barrier Reef, where an array of marine life is ready to greet you. Or maybe you see yourself situated in the profound core of the Outback, staring up at the awe-inspiring figure of Uluru, an ancient monolith that has withstood the passage of time. Welcome to Australia, a land of stark contrasts and unexpected delights, a spot where dynamic cities meet unblemished natural wonders, and time-honored traditions comfortably cohabitate with modern lifestyles. From the throbbing arteries of Sydney and Melbourne to the peaceful beaches of the Gold Coast, the raw wilderness of the Outback, and the verdant rainforests of Queensland, every nook and cranny of Australia narrates a unique tale. The charm of Australia is irresistible. But how does one design a journey to this extraordinary land? Get ready, as we take you on this thrilling ride throughout the video. Planning a trip to Australia can seem daunting, but don't worry, we've got you covered. First things first, let's talk visas. Most visitors will need a visa or an electronic travel authority to enter Australia. So make sure to check the requirements for your country well in advance of your trip. You can apply for most visas online, and the processing times can vary. So it's best to get this sorted early on. Now let's move on to transportation. Australia is a vast country with diverse landscapes, so how you choose to get around really depends on your itinerary. If you're planning to visit several different regions, flying is the most time-efficient option. Australia's major airlines serve all capital cities and many regional areas. For the more adventurous, a road trip could be the perfect way to explore Australia's diverse landscapes at your own pace. Just bear in mind that distances can be deceiving. Australia is about the same size as the continental United States, so be prepared for some long drives. If you're heading to the major cities, public transport is plentiful and efficient. Sydney and Melbourne, for instance, have comprehensive networks of trains, trams, and buses. And let's not forget the iconic Sydney ferries, a great way to see the city from the water. Next up is timing your visit. Australia's climate varies greatly across the country, so the best time to visit depends on where you're going. If you're heading to the northern regions, like the Great Barrier Reef or Darwin, aim for the dry season from April to September. For southern regions, like Melbourne and Tasmania, the warmer months from December to February are ideal. And finally, don't forget to consider local events when planning your trip. Australia hosts a number of world-class events throughout the year, from the Australian Open in January to the Melbourne Cup horse race in November. With the right planning, your Australian adventure is just around the corner. Australia is a land of diverse landscapes and vibrant cities, each with its own unique charm. Let's embark on a journey across this vast continent, unveiling top Australian destinations. First, we land in Sydney, the iconic harbour city. Sydney is a blend of sun-drenched beaches, world-class restaurants, and an impressive skyline dominated by the Sydney Opera House. From a thrilling climb over the Sydney Harbour Bridge to a leisurely ferry ride to Manly Beach, Sydney's rich offerings make it a must-visit city. Next, we journey to Melbourne. Known for its labyrinthine laneways, historic architecture, and thriving arts scene, Melbourne is a city that rewards the curious. Whether it's sipping a flat white in a hipster cafe, watching a footy match at the Melbourne Cricket Ground, or soaking in the vibrant street art, Melbourne's charm is irresistible. Moving away from the bustling cities, we find ourselves on the Gold Coast. This sun-kissed paradise is famed for its long sandy beaches, excellent surfing spots, and bustling nightlife. Add to that the adrenaline-pumping theme parks and the serene beauty of the hinterland, and you have a destination that caters to all. Our journey wouldn't be complete without a visit to the Australian Outback. This vast, rugged landscape is home to unique wildlife, ancient indigenous culture, and the awe-inspiring Uluru. Whether it's a sunset camel ride or a guided walk around the base of the monolithic rock, the Outback offers a taste of Australia's heartland. Lastly, we head down to Tasmania, an island state off Australia's south coast. With its pristine wilderness, rich convict history, and burgeoning food and wine scene, Tasmania is a hidden gem waiting to be discovered. Australia truly is a treasure trove of diverse destinations. Whether you're a city lover, a beach bum, a nature enthusiast, or a history buff, you'll find your place in Australia. Each destination in Australia offers a unique experience, but what are some must-do experiences while you're here? Australia offers experiences that you won't find anywhere else in the world. Picture this. You're floating effortlessly in the clear, warm waters of the Pacific, surrounded by a kaleidoscope of vibrant corals and exotic marine life. This isn't a dream, it's the reality of snorkeling on the Great Barrier Reef, the world's largest coral reef system. A trip to Australia would be incomplete without this pulse-racing encounter with the deep blue. From the ocean's depths, we move to the ancient, mist-shrouded rainforests of Queensland. These are no ordinary woods. They're the oldest living rainforest on the planet, a green wonderland that will transport you back in time. As you traverse the lush trails, you'll encounter towering ferns, crystal-clear waterfalls, and a symphony of bird calls that fill the air. It's an exploration that awakens the senses and connects you deeply with nature. But Australia's natural wonders aren't confined to its coasts and forests. Head inland, and you'll find yourself in the vast, rugged beauty of the Outback. This is the heart of Australia, a land of red dirt, endless skies, and unique wildlife. Here you can witness the awe-inspiring sight of kangaroos bounding across the plains, or come face to face with the country's most iconic creature, the koala. There's nothing quite like the thrill of spotting these creatures in their natural habitat. And if you're lucky, as the sun sets, you might just hear the haunting call of the dingo echoing across the plains. It's a sound that captures the spirit of the wild Australian outback, a reminder of the untamed beauty that lies just beyond the city limits. But don't let the wild beauty fool you. Australia is also a land of refined experiences. From wine tasting in the renowned vineyards of the Barossa Valley to dining under the stars in the heart of the outback, Australia serves up experiences that tantalize your taste buds and elevate your senses. These experiences are just the tip of the iceberg. Australia is also rich in culture, art, and culinary delights. Australia isn't just about beautiful landscapes, it's also a hub of culture, art, and adventure. Let's delve into the rich tapestry of Australia's Indigenous culture, a heritage that stretches back over 65,000 years. Every region has a unique story to tell, with traditions, languages, and customs that have been passed down through generations. Experience these stories through traditional dance performances, guided tours, and Indigenous art exhibitions. Speaking of art, Australia's vibrant scene cannot be ignored. From the contemporary masterpieces housed in Sydney's Museum of Contemporary Art to the graffiti-laden laneways of Melbourne, there's a wealth of creativity waiting to be discovered. And let's not forget about Australia's burgeoning film industry, which has given us international hits like Mad Max Fury Road and The Great Gatsby. Now let's tantalize your taste buds with Australia's culinary delights. Traditional Australian cuisine is a fusion of Indigenous ingredients and European influences. Try a mouth-watering meat pie, a classic lamington, or even the divisive Vegemite. Seafood lovers should not miss the opportunity to indulge in fresh oysters, prawns, or the iconic barramundi. But what's a trip to Australia without a little adventure? The land down under is a playground for thrill seekers. Catch a wave at one of the world-renowned surf spots, or perhaps skydiving over the stunning coastline is more your speed. Imagine soaring above the picturesque landscapes in a hot air balloon, or embarking on an unforgettable camel ride through the rugged outback. Whether you're an art enthusiast, a history buff, a foodie, or an adrenaline junkie, Australia delivers a diverse range of experiences that cater to all tastes. From its rich cultural heritage to its exciting adventure activities, Australia truly has something for everyone. No matter what you're interested in, Australia has something for you. Australia is more than a destination. It's an experience that leaves an indelible mark on your soul. The sun-kissed beaches of the Gold Coast, the vibrant cities of Sydney and Melbourne, the tranquil beauty of the Outback, and the awe-inspiring Great Barrier Reef. Australia is a tapestry of diverse landscapes and experiences waiting to be discovered. We've shared the highlights, from must-see destinations to adrenaline-pumping adventures, from cultural insights to practical tips for planning your trip down under. Remember, whether you're snorkeling in the turquoise waters of the reef, exploring ancient rainforests, or immersing yourself in the rich Indigenous culture, Every moment is a step into the extraordinary. Australia is ready to welcome you with open arms and boundless adventure. It's time to pack your bags, grab your passport, and embark on an unforgettable journey. So what are you waiting for? Start planning your Australian adventure today, and remember to subscribe for more travel tips and inspiration.